Hello there. I'm your host, Hans Sonnenberg. Welcome to the 12th and final episode of our podcast series on refugee voices. Welcome to the final episode of our podcast series, Refugee Voices. Today, we're diving deep into the urgent need for empathy and compassion towards refugees who face unimaginable challenges every single day. So grab a cuppa, settle in, and let's chat about how we can make a real difference in the lives of those who've been forced to leave everything behind. All right, let's get real for a minute. Imagine having to flee your home, your country, everything you've ever known because of war, persecution, or violence. It's a nightmare scenario that millions of people around the world are living right now. These aren't just statistics. Folks, these are real human beings with hopes, dreams, and families, just like you and me. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what can I do? I'm just one person. Well, let me tell you, every single act of kindness and support matters. It starts with recognizing the humanity and dignity of refugees. These aren't others or them, they're our fellow human beings who need our help and solidarity. Let's talk about rights for a sec. Did you know that seeking asylum is a human right? It's true. The 1951 Refugee Convention, which is like the superhero of refugee protection, says that refugees have the right to seek asylum and should be treated with respect, free from discrimination and violence. But here's the kicker: these rights are often ignored or violated. That's where we come in, folks. We need to be the voices for those who can't speak up. We need to advocate for policies that actually protect refugees and uphold their rights. And I'm not just talking about giving them a sandwich and a pat on the back, though that's nice too. I'm talking about long term solutions that address the root causes of forced displacement. Speaking of root causes, let's chat about that for a minute. We're talking about conflict, poverty, and climate change. You know, the big scary stuff. But here's the thing: these aren't unsolvable problems. By working towards a more just and equitable world, we can help prevent future refugee crises and create a safer environment for everyone. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about our own problems? We've got issues at home too. And you're right, we do. But here's the thing: helping refugees doesn't mean ignoring our own communities. In fact, studies have shown that welcoming refugees can actually boost local economies and enrich our cultures. It's not a zero sum game, folks. Let's talk solutions. We need to push for better integration programs, education opportunities, and job training for refugees. We need to combat xenophobia and discrimination in our communities. And most importantly, we need to listen to refugees themselves and involve them in decision making processes that affect their lives. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Change never is. But think about it this way: by standing up for refugee rights, we're not just helping them, we're upholding our shared values of compassion, empathy, and justice. We're saying, this is who we are as a society, this is what we stand for. So, what can you do right now? Well, for starters, educate yourself and others about refugee issues. Support organizations that work with refugees. Volunteer your time or skills if you can. And most importantly, speak up. Challenge negative stereotypes when you hear them. Be that voice of reason and compassion in your community. Remember, folks, refugees are not a problem to be solved. They're human beings who need our support and solidarity. By working together, we can create a world where no one has to live in fear, where everyone has the chance to build a safe and dignified life. As we wrap up this series, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us on this journey of advocacy and solidarity. Remember, change starts with us. So let's get out there and make some noise, shall we? Together, we can make a real difference in the lives of refugees and build a more compassionate world for all of us. Until next time, keep fighting the good fight, and remember, we're all in this together. Peace out. Thank you for joining us for this final episode. Stay tuned, we will continue to share powerful stories. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. Your support helps us to continue sharing these important stories. Don't forget to check out my book on Amazon, Embracing Adversity, A Life Torn and Rebuilt, written by Hans Sonnenberg. There, you can delve deeper into my inspiring journey as a refugee seeking freedom and hope. Thank you, and goodbye. Stay tuned for the next episode.